Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. This is a t-shirt. Successful people do things other people won't. Uh, so that's one of my t-shirts out of the 200 t-shirts. I just wanted to jump on here shortly. I got this idea last night, but didn't want to get out of bed. I just want to jump in here and say that all things really work together for good for those who love God, are called according to his purpose. I'll give you just a little example. I went to the handy teller, we call them in the bank in the wall, where you put your credit card to withdraw money. I went there and it said, the message is, some sort of error message that it wouldn't work, that contact bank, and so I couldn't withdraw money. So I had to walk down to my bank, and I walked down to my bank, and which was good exercise, and went into the bank, and the guy didn't know what the problem was. The manager of the bank didn't know what the problem was, so I withdrew it at the teller, and he says, "I love your T-shirt." My T-shirt was some people, we don't need more Jesus. Some people don't need Jesus preached, they need Jesus lived. And he says, "I love your T-shirt. It's a really good message," and had a discussion about it. It was really good. Now, why did my card not work? So that guy would read the message on my shirt. That has never in 30 years at Handy Cards, back in the wall, cards have been in operation. I've never had that error message come up on my card. I don't know why it did, but it did on that occasion. And what happened? I was meant to go into that bank with that shirt on. Now, I've got 31 shirts, and maybe he'll comment on another shirt one day, but that was the shirt for him. But here's my point. When things happen to you, you should be able to answer that with that verse. All things work together for good. You shouldn't always be taken by surprise. There should be always an answer for you eventually why something happened. And the answer was supplied. I got my money, went and paid one bill, and then walked back to where I was, to a bank, and paid money for another bill. So that happened so the bank manager would see the shirt. Well, the bank manager wouldn't normally serve me, but he was standing there helping a staff member learn how to do the transaction. So he was there. He wouldn't ordinarily be there, and he read the T-shirt. All things work together for good. Who are we to question that verse? That verse always works. That verse I've quoted to myself thousands of times. And if you get faith in that verse, not much will rock you. God bless.